One of the most iconic characters in Cyberpunk 2077 is Judy, and everybody wants to know how to get in her pants. Well, today I'm going to tell you guys how to do it. This is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video. I think one of the most asked questions before the game even got released was, how do you have a romance with Judy? And I think one of the most asked questions after the game got released is, how do you have a romance with Judy? Well, in order for you to have a romance with Judy, you're going to need a lot of qualifications. In addition to that, there's going to be an option that you're going to be able to keep her apartment. So there is a lot of variables that go into play on how to get it done. And some of the rumors were right, some of the rumors were incorrect. And today I'm going to break down exactly what you guys are going to need to do to actually, chit chat with the girl. But before we get started, guys, I do want to remind you guys, are finding these videos helpful and informative. Do me a huge favor, drop a comment and a like. Don't forget to share, and also don't forget to subscribe for more Cyberpunk 2077. Also, if you're looking to have a romance with someone else, let me know in the comment section down below. We'll try to put a guide for you guys so you guys can know how to, how to talk to a girl or a boy in that case. Anyways, without further ado, how do you have a romance with Judy? Well, step number one, priority number one, you have to be a female. You can't be a male. You got to be a female. So if you're a male, you're going to have to go create another character. You're going to have to become a female. Number two is, when you create a female character, you want to make sure that the female character you created has a female voice. Because if you pick a female character and you put a male voice, you're going to get rejected. Because you don't like damn voices, you know. You want to make sure you have a female voice and you're a female character. So that part was correct in the rumors. But there are actually a little bit more caveats to actually being able to, chit-chat with your girl Judy. The other requirement, guys, is that there's going to be a mission called Pisces. In this particular mission, you're going to actually have a dialogue with Mayako. And during this dialogue, she's going to ask you to go along with her plans. In order for you to actually have Judy, give you the nod, you're going to have to not be like, no, Mayako, I'm sorry, but I need to go with my girl Judy, so I can't go along with your plans. If you go along with Mayako's plans, you are going to kind of disappoint Judy, and she's no longer going to want to have you as, as her mate. Now, Mayako's going to become a little bit persuasive in this mission, and she's going to offer you a payment. She's going to offer you some money, some moolah, and she's going to be like, yo, V, do you want some money? If you take this money, Judy's going to get upset, and you're not going to be able to go in a relationship with Judy. So, unfortunately, guys, if you do any of those two things, and you do them incorrectly, you will not be able to mate with Judy. So, first and foremost, we got a female character. You got to have a female voice. In addition to that, when you go to the Pisces mission, you have to make sure you do not go along with Michael's plans, and that you don't accept her money. Now, it gets a little bit interesting because, as you guys know, if you guys are going along the storyline, Judy is going to have this, apartment building where she's going to invite you to. And I'm going to explain the scene. I didn't want to play the scene for you guys because I don't want to spoil it. I know this is like a big spoiler for a lot of people. So I didn't want to play the romance scene, but, so you guys won't get spoiled. But I could tell you exactly what happens and what sort of dialogue you're going to have and what dialogue you need to go with to be able to keep Judy's apartment and visit that apartment. So instead of just having one apartment, you'll have multiple apartments to visit. Now, if you guys met these two criteria that I mentioned earlier, you have to make sure you accept the quest, along with making sure that you go to every invitation Judy sends you. So she'll call you up and she'll be like, yo, what up, V? You want to come and hang around? Or what up, V? You want to come and chill? You going to go chill? You have to accept every invitation. So pretty much you got to make Judy your priority, right? If she calls, you got to make she like, yo, where do you want me to go? If she says you got to be here at 8, you got to show up there at 7:30. She says jump, you got to say how high. So, or else she's not going to want to mingle with you, man. So one of the first invitations she's going to ask you, she's going to call you up and she's going to say if you want to spend the night at the bungalow. Now, you're going to be able to do two things. You can either decline or you could accept. Now, when you decline, there is a possibility or something happens in the game that if you declined her, you're going to actually further more romance possibilities with her. So you have to consider your response, whether you want to decline, accept to spend the night with her at the bungalow. Now, when you're at the bungalow, you're going to have to go turn on some generators. Now, when you're in the bungalow, after you turn on the generators, you're going to have to make a key decision. And that decision is whether you want to make Judy just a one-night stand, or you want to make Judy, like if you want Judy just to be a hit and quit it, or you want Judy to actually be your, your long partner as you progress throughout the game. So you're gonna have to decide, hit it and quit it, or do you just want to make sure she's your partner for the, you know, for the rest of the game? Now you want to make sure that when she gives you the opportunity to kiss her, you actually take that opportunity and kiss the girl. Now, if for some reason you miss the chance of actually kissing her, she's gonna give you the chance to hug her. So either kiss her or hug her, but make sure you do one or the other, or do both. You know. Now, when you guys wake up the next morning, you're gonna be able to join her at the pier. Make sure you guys head on over to the pier, and when you head over to the pier, she's gonna give you another decision. Decisions. Oh man, this game is so complex. It's like a real life. Now, when you meet her in the pier, you're gonna have to, there's gonna be a dialogue. Now, one of the dialogues you want to make sure, this is if you want to have a long relationship with her, and if you also want to make sure she appears at the end of the prologue, you want to make sure you do this. So pay close attention, because this is a requirement if you want to make sure she appears at the prologue. When you meet her in the pier, you're gonna have to tell her, this is the beginning of something amazing. That's what you got to tell her. So if you do that, she's gonna be able to appear at the end of the prologue. In addition to that, you will also gain access to her apartment, which will give you access to put away your personal stuff like your clothes, have a special stash. It's kind of very similar, like having an extra apartment. That's only if you guys tell her that this is the beginning of a, you know, a wonderful relationship. If you guys do not tell her that, then you guys are gonna goof everything up, and she's gonna take it like, want to just hit it and quit it. I don't like this. He ain't gonna have access to my apartment. Hell no. She's not gonna have access to my apartment. Now, on the other hand, guys, if you guys decide to lean away from her and not kiss her and tell her that, you know, your time together was just a pleasant, you know, distraction or something like that, the romantic path will end for the playthrough, and Judy will leave Night City crying, shedding tears. No, she's not gonna leave. I'm just making that up. Just trying to dramatize it, you know. After leaning away, she'll still give you access to her apartment, while the other option will not. So you want to make sure, guys, if you want to sleep with Judy, you follow the instructions. If you want to make sure that you gain access to her apartment, you do with the steps I told you guys. And if you want to make sure she appears at the end of the prologue, follow the steps, follow the guides. So let's do a quick summary. Number one, you got to be a female character with a female voice. Number two, you got to make sure you, when she calls, you say, what time do I got to be there? Be there early. Show up early. If she says, bring me flowers, bring her flowers and chocolates. So you got to attend every single call. Number two, when she gives you opportunities to hug her and kiss her, hug her and kiss her. Number three, whenever she tells you, you know, after you're done doing your thing, you want to make sure you let her know that you want to have a long-term relationship with her so she could appear at the end of the prologue. And also, you want to make sure you have access to her apartment so you can store different stuff away in your inventory. And there you guys have it. That is how you're able to have a romance with one of the most iconic persons in this game, which is Judy. Let me know, who else do you guys feel that's really iconic in this game? Is it, you know, do you think Evelyn Parker is pretty iconic? Do you also think River's going to be pretty iconic? You know, who do you guys think, Pamela, do you think any of these are like ones you want to have romance with? Let me know in the comment section down below. We'll try to put a guide together for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope you did find this video helpful and informative. If you did, do me the huge favor, drop a comment and like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Cyberpunk 2077 content, and I'll talk to you guys later.